I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my... I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a... Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. Pull up. Bad. I'm out of here, man. Gang.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On second down, Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Falcons send out their punter. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go now.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Procise. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On the handoff, this is Procise. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And this time, Rosen will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 23 yards on the play. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here.
Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll hand it off to Process. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Unable to curl. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
No. Check. Patriot.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Procise. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st down, again, they go Procise. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Procise. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
This is Procise on the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll drop to throw. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Robert Kimdichie. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Procise. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Edmonds. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34
Detroit!
now, here's
Detroit!
1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And Matthews has it right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ted McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, Rosen. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll pitch out to Procise, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Let's get it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
Leopard!
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the foot.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the return is Peterson. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case, he played it perfectly, read the football, and went and made the interception.
On the counter, it's Procise. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Back to Procise. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start out with a run from Pro-Size. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Edmonds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. They run with Edmonds. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well. And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game. He is in a zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check, got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.